Yo, what's happening?
Popping.
What's popping? Got a full house tonight. Look at this.
Yes,
Shout out to everybody in the building. This is another episode of the No Negative Behavior live. You know what I'm saying? We got all the way from the West Coast, California. We got my girl. What's your name again?
Miss Huntsman, all the way from Watts, California. Get it right.
Miss Huntsman in the building. Shout out, Miss Huntsman. And we got the amazing.
Say it one more time.
The amazing. What's your name again? What your name is? What your name is, girl?
The amazing Teddy B, y'all.
Teddy B in the building. Teddy B in the building.
Favorite BBW, okay.
BBW. Oh. Yeah, wait. Sound like they can't hear you, Teddy B. You know what? You got a microphone right here.
Get it right.
Yeah, lip gloss is popping and all that.
I'm
Get close
sorry,
to the mic.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Teddy B.
Teddy
you
B.
You know, repping for all the big girls, you know.
All the big girls.
Yes,
okay.
Big girls, you know
Drop
what I'm
a bomb on
saying?
that.
I'm the favorite BBW, though. You know, we're going to leave it at that. But, hey, y'all.
What up? And we got my boy in the building. You know what I'm saying? I can't forget my boy. I know this guy a long time. What's up? What's your name is, boy?
Kenny Butler.
KB in the building. What's happening? KB.
Spectator.
Yeah, spectator, man. He helped me out a lot, man. Helped me bring the ladies around, you know what I'm saying? Because this is their first time, actually their very first time in New York.
Right.
You know? They came a long way.
I want to give a special thanks to you guys for showing us the love out here in New York. It's been awesome. It's been fantastic.
So you saying give myself a round of applause?
Give yourself a round of applause. Yes.
All right, I give myself a round of applause for being awesome and taking them around. We went all around New York City. We went to Brooklyn. We went to Harlem. We went through Queens,
Manhattan, Times Square.
Times Square. Took them on a train.
We did get on the train. It was definitely
took them on the train ride at Times Square. You know, when you're a chaperone, you know, you got to show them what they need to see, you know, to really get the feel of New York, right, Teddy?
Yeah, I definitely got the feel in New York. And, you know, it's a little aggressive out here, I'm going to say. I'm not, you know, I thought California was a little aggressive, but they real aggressive out here.
What was the best part about the you know, the tour? What did you like the most?
I liked the most. Let me see.
The pizza.
I like the pizza. No.
The pizza was good. Took the Ray's Pizza. Shout out to Ray's Pizza.
Shout out to Ray's Pizza. It was
for
really
sure.
good. I think my favorite part of the whole tour was when we went to Times Square. I really liked it out there. It was
Times Square is dope.
It was really nice. It was like people were still out, and it was like 2:33 in the morning. No one left. It was just like more and more people.
This city never sleeps.
I was
yo.
like, this is definitely the definition of the city never sleeps, because they was not sleeping.
Right.
Everyone was up.
Times Square was lit, yo. It was live. They had, you know, one of the things that I seen at Times Square that I thought was very attractive was I seen a dude on the skateboard, and he had an electric skateboard and a GoPro camera.
Right.
And he was out there filming the cars, you know, like the luxury cars. And he was out there filming the cars, and with the electric skateboard, he was spinning around the car while he was filming. Like, you know, what's his name? What's the guy name from the Happy Days? Richard Cunningham. What's his real name? Yeah, that guy. He's really like directing and producing his own little Instagram movie. With the GoPro camera. That was official tissue. I thought that was dope. Shout out to him. Tahisha, you got that on camera, didn't you?
Yeah, I did capture that moment.
Yeah, she captured the moment. But you know, these ladies came a long way because they got a docu-series coming out. You want to talk about that? We're going to drop a bomb on that docu-series.
Drop the bomb.
Drop a bomb on the docu-series.
So the docu-series is coming out, Lyfe After the Feds.
Lyfe After the Feds. Show them that picture, Cruz, Lyfe After the Feds.
Lyfe After the Feds.
Just in case they don't know. You got a picture up there. Pull that up. Keep talking, though. Lyfe After the Feds.
Yeah, so what Lyfe After the Feds is about, it's about really highlighting and showing the transition from prison back into society. I mean, it's a lot of struggle and obstacles that come along with that people may not know of, or they may not know how to deal with it. You know,
right.
It's really traumatical.
So, all right. So, Lyfe After the Feds. So, you did federal time.
Absolutely, I did Fed time.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, and you wrote this?
I actually created Lyfe After the Feds while I was in federal custody, while I was still in prison. I came up, I'm like, what I'm going to do when I get out? You know what I mean?
As most people say.
Yeah, and really is about the transition that I saw myself making before I got out. I had to come up with a plan, and I was looking out to see a blueprint of that for myself, and it wasn't there.
Right.
It just was not there. You know, there was no, I would say, role models or anyone to look at for a structure on how to do this. So that's why I came up with the show. I figure I'll take myself as an example on how to overcome these obstacles in life after being locked up, coming home with nothing, you know.
So you know, Teddy B.
Oh shit.
All right, wait.
No, come
Well,
on.
wait. First, let me say this first. That women, the women population is
Huge.
in prison is huge,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot of women in prison, and the way that the prison moves, the rhythm of the prison is a little different. I heard that a woman's prison is a lot more violent than a man's prison. Is that true?
In a sense, I mean, I would say a lot more violent. I would say it's a lot more
Fights?
drama as far as emotions
Catty
go.
women, so catty, right?
Yeah, a lot of catty.
Yeah, because Teddy B was locked up too. She got her life. You
After
did
the
federal
fact,
time as well.
Yes, I did, and yeah, it was definitely an experience. But in my experience, I don't feel as. I mean, I've never been to a male prison, so I don't really know how hectic it get in there.
But you have. But she has been to a male prison before. Right.
But in my experience, I never had to deal with any like catty situations or any, I mean, little regular stuff that you probably would even deal with at home, but nothing extra out of the ordinary.
Right.
I mean, I met a lot of really, yeah.
What did you say?
Stay in your own lane.
Stay
That
in
goes
your lane.
with any place
Yes,
you go.
anywhere you
gotta
go.
know how to stay in
So-
your lane, and when you get out of your lane, then you gotta deal with those consequences. So
Consequences.
there's always consequences.
Repercussions and
Yeah,
consequences.
absolutely.
Like body and fender work. What do you mean by that?
I mean,
Consequences.
Yeah, I mean, if you step in my lane over here, then it's gonna get a little hectic because I'm in my own lane, minding my business, and I don't really get down with that. So
The funny thing, I just noticed that everyone sitting in these chairs right here has done federal time. Did you
Right.
notice that? Like,
Right.
we've
all
all
comrades.
we've all been there
Yeah.
to the federal prison, and we're not glorifying prison in any way, but it is an experience that kind of connects us together.
You know what really connects us is the fact that we all here are on a positive road.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
that's what's really important.
Absolutely.
We're not really here to talk about how was the life inside the prison. We talking about how is it coming out of prison
Out of
and
prison,
regrouping
for sure.
and getting your life back together. I'm a mother. She's a mother.
Yeah.
Fathers here. I mean, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Right.
So you got to be able to come home and leave that. That's why it's life after.
There you go. Life after
Life
the feds.
after the feds.
Who is that right there? That picture, is that Looney T?
That's Looney T. And my homie Poke the Lope. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My comrade, my long life partner. From my hood.
Right. There's a lot of blue going on in there.
Yeah, I'm from Watts Mafia Crip. You know what I mean? That's always gonna be in my DNA.
Okay.
That's my family.
The Watts Mafia
The
crew.
Watts Mafias. That's my family for sure.
Okay, so
That
that's
picture
in
was
Watts,
taken
California.
Last year. Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
that's you in the blue jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Right.
Represent my city.
Represent your. And what is this?
That's before the feds. That's before.
That's the wedding right there.
Yeah, that's definitely before the feds.
That's the wedding.
Again, surrounded by my comrades, by my soldiers.
There you go again.
Yeah, that's just way back in the day.
Where's that picture taken at? Do you
In
know?
Watts, California.
That's all in Watts, California.
in
I look like a
Watts.
basement.
No, it's not. We don't have basements in Watts.
No basements?
None, not at all.
Oh, everything's above the ground. I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
Wow. Man, Watts Mafia Crib, and what are you, blood?
no. I'm not. I'm not.
Oh,
a
you
gang
stuttering.
member.
Wait,
hold on.
what's going on? She's
Wait,
stuttering.
no. I'm not a gang member. Of course, I was actually born in Belize, and I came to California with my mom when I was about 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretty much raised in South Central LA for the most part.
South Central LA.
Yes.
Right.
Today was a good day. Okay.
But I didn't get involved in any gangs, but still somehow I ended up.
You ain't get jumped in?
No.
Oh man,
I didn't do none of that.
Yo, he's supposed to get jumped in, yo. He's supposed to get got ragged attacked. No, I'm just messing with you. That's cool. That's cool. You know,
Right.
everybody's not.
No,
You know, gangs are not for everybody.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not for everybody. I mean, me and Taisha's story are totally different, but somehow we ended up in the same place.
In the same
In the same place.
In the same
facility.
in the same facility. That's where I met Taisha.
And
We actually met in LA in MDC downtown, the Federal Holding Facility, and she was my bunkie, and you know we.
oh, yo, it's bunky.
Yeah, we
right.
was bunkie.
Yeah.
That's very important. That's something. Yo, a bunkie. So you know that means that y'all spent a whole lot
Yeah,
of time
a lot of
together.
Yeah, we lived together.
Yes,
Y'all lived in the
We
same
lived
in
together.
a very small space.
very small space.
But one of the biggest small spaces that they had.
The biggest, smallest space.
Right, we had
Yeah.
the penthouse.
Yeah, we had the penthouse suite.
Was it the double bunk?
It was a four woman cell, but me and her just occupied it.
Oh, so y'all had it like that. Y'all occupied the 4-man room, huh? 4-woman room.
Well, I allowed her to come in there, you know.
Allowed.
Yeah, I did.
That wasn't-
Wow. Okay, we're gonna drop a bomb on that. Yeah, she allowed.
Y'all,
that.
you know.
So who
Yeah.
was doing the cooking?
I was
Pull the
doing-
mic up. Just pull the mic up. Yeah, who's the
Who was
cook?
doing the cook?
We was both doing a little bit of the cooking. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and her always had, you know, our
Shared responsibilities.
Yeah.
Ramen noodle soup.
We used to make some really good stuff though.
Yeah, in the microwave. and
Yeah,
things
with
of
a
that
little
nature.
mackerel and rice, season it up real good. You know what I'm saying? This girl in there used to be making cakes, and I did not know how she did it, but it tasted.
Cakes?
Yes.
In a hot pot.
I know she made it in the microwave.
In the microwave.
Yeah.
Anybody out there know how to make a cake in a microwave? Let
She
me know.
do. I don't know if she
Contact
out
me.
yet, but
She out there, she listening. What's
okay.
up, girl,
A
Jazz?
cake in the
Yeah.
microwave.
Oh, shit.
I've seen some extraordinary chefs up there. You know, I've seen people make.
Don't you know Mother Stewart came home and started that up?
Got a whole cookbook going.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
See, you see how that goes. She went in there for what, a year? How long was she in there? 1 year.
Like a year and a day.
Yeah, and she jacked. She went in there with
Profits
a business
went
mind.
sky high.
A business mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of innovative stuff that goes on in prison.
Absolutely.
Like I was gonna say, I seen a dude make a whole Thanksgiving meal off the pipe in the cell, the thermos pipe, tying everything to the pipe, and, you know, adding a little water and seasoning the whole meal. Yams, macaroni and cheese.
Where you get all that from?
Kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen commissary.
He
you
had
know.
food like a mother.
Yeah, but you know, this is the life after that.
Right.
Yeah, the life after that.
And this is the life after that. So
let me tell you a little bit about what we got going on since I created the show. We also created a foundation, Life After Foundation, and what that's for, we wanted to give back. So we started a foundation to help formerly incarcerated people and also their families to get them real resources that they need to make the transition
That's
a little
dope.
bit easier.
And so my guest last week
Yeah.
was talking about that. Fidel Myers, you know,
Yeah.
y'all met Fidel.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
Fidel.
Shout out Fidel.
And shout out to Stacy. But you know, they was talking about something like that too, and it's good to all, you know, have that type of network. But continue.
Yeah, because like I said, it's not just the person who's in prison who's been affected. You have the children, the people who's taking care of the children.
Right.
Your whole family, everybody that's tied to you at
For
some
sure.
point is affected by
Yes,
it.
it's
Definitely.
definitely affected. So when you get out of prison, I mean, you come home, a lot of people have already stretched their resources to the max. So
Right.
the people who's been caring for you and maybe your children, and you get out, they really don't have anything extra to offer.
Right.
Not that they don't want to help, but financially or morally they're drained, and you need, you know what I'm saying, you need something that you can really, really relate to and rely on and turn to in those times of need. You know,
Right.
getting out with no clothes, no shoes, no transportation, no real job. They tell you to go get a job, but then
They
you go
don't
to get
really
a
help
job
you
and they
out.
just not giving you a job.
Right.
Because you telling them that you're a felon. Like,
For
once
sure.
you tell them and they're like, okay.
So
you know.
we're connected with other formerly incarcerated nonprofits who actually have real jobs that they're waiting on people like us to come and give them that so they can get on their feet. It's you won't be chasing your tail, and our road definitely don't lead back to prison.
Right.
So
That's what's
yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's dope. And you know what? On a serious note, I see a lot of people that come out to nothing And like I work, like everybody know that I work in a homeless shelter.
Right.
So a lot of people come directly from prison to the shelter because they have nothing.
They have nothing.
They have nothing. And it's good to have those type of resources that's out there, because there is some places that offer resources, but the demand has become so many people that need the resources that you can't really.
Yeah,
it's not enough.
Also,
need more people. Need more. We need more basketball players and celebrities and the people with money, like the billionaire that just paid everybody's financial aid.
Yeah, I see.
Need some people to help out like that.
Yeah, and also another thing, we're going to show that we're going to take the stigma off of the mental health thing in our communities. A lot of times people they don't feel that they're that mental health patient, but dealing with these type of situations, you need a outlet, somebody that you can talk to that not biased, that you can just sit down and just open up and let it out. That's what I had to do.
Just for like stress management, it is a traumatic thing to me. I feel like you're away, you're gone from your family, your kids. You leave with whatever you have, you coming back to nothing. That's a traumatic thing.
Sure.
So I think everybody needs a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Whether you want to face it or not. So
let me ask you something.
Pull it
closer.
Yeah, a little closer.
That's good.
That's good. I can hear you.
Now with this organization, how did you get the father and son that bond back before they left?
Now that's gonna take some. Well,
I think that. Let me go. I'm gonna.
You gonna address that?
I'm gonna address that question. I think that it's no right or wrong way to build a bond back with your children. I feel like when I came back, even though I wasn't gone too long, it still was a disconnect between me and my daughter, and that comes with time. As long as you're willing to put that time back into that relationship, and that's one thing I feel. Excuse me. With our organization, we're very big on family reunification. So we haven't had any yet, but in our future, we're going to be holding a lot of events where these people could come out with their kids, and you don't got to worry about no money because you might not have it. But you can come, bring your kids, have a good time, eat, play, whatever. Christmas time, we want to be able to provide some gifts for these kids they can give, because it's hard.
That's dope. Or you could just bring the boxing gloves out and we shove it that way. You got something you want to get off your chest here. Put these on.
Right.
That's it. It's time. We need more. We need more of that. Like, we need more of that discipline and,
I think it's important that you also have somebody that been through what you've been through, because another issue I've seen that I deal with is that you have people, I don't knock what they do, but may have been a Harvard graduate, never really been in the streets or been to prison, so you really don't understand the real true effect that it's had on this other individual. So if you have somebody that been through what you've been through, it's easier to talk to them. I mean, the language is, we speak the same language. You know what I mean? So
I definitely agree with you on that, and I want to touch on that as well. I feel like to a lot of people, a lot of the feedback that I get is that when they see me, that I'm somebody that they would have never thought,
that was in prison.
That was in prison.
Right.
But, I can give another person some type of hope to be like, dang, she was locked up, she was in the feds. If she can come out and turn things around and try, somebody can see me now and I tell them, look, I didn't come out like this.
Was it worth it? Like,
no, nothing is never worth me being away. Nothing was worth it to me, to be honest. I'm not saying that I regret whatever I did made me become the person I am today, but it definitely wasn't worth it for me. No.
Right.
But somebody could look at me and say, "Look at Teddy B." You know what I'm saying? Teddy B is on her.
It's
a never-ending battle. It's a constant.
On a real note, the population of people that's in prison in America is very small compared to the amount of people that's here.
Not.
It's very small.
No, America has the highest prison population.
But it could have the highest prison population, but compared to the amount of people that's in America, the number is not that big. And I'm
gonna have to research that.
Yeah, do the research because I think it's only like 2% or 1% of the in prison right now of the population in America. It's not that much.
How much of that population is
Somebody look it up, please. I
Please,
can't
somebody
go
look it up.
through the phone right now. But somebody that's watching, please
How
look
much
it
of that
up and
population
tell
is
me
the minority communities?
the minority.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know the minority might have a greater number.
Right.
Of
So
people.
then that's a big effect for us.
Well, yeah, it is. But I'm just saying for the people that want to get involved in helping, it's like it's not really it's not that big of a deal to them. You know, I see it all the time. If you look at the prison reform and things of that nature, how many people are assisting with it? It's becoming more people are getting involved in it now.
Right.
You know, you got Jamila T. Davis, you got Yandy.
We got an answer for you.
She's pulling people in. Look, 2.7% of the population is locked up in prison. And how many people are in America? Yeah, somebody tell me that. How many people in America? What's the number? I want to know the number, actual number.
As long as they keep us in, the more money they make.
Right.
Oh,
it's definitely a big business.
It's a revolving door, and you know they threw a little extra seasoning on my situation, you know, because like I said, I wasn't born here. So when I thought I was getting out, you know, ICE came to pick me up. Nice. I was in Alabama. They sent me to a FCI in Alabama to finish my time. I think I'm getting out, and here they come ICE here to pick you up. ICE, what's that? Hold on, you know what I'm saying? Who's
immigration?
ICE? You know, I mean, yeah, it's immigration. You know, but they came and picked me up, and they took me to.
So you're not a citizen?
No, I'm a citizen now. Don't look who you know. Don't start no problems now. Don't start no problem. I got my citizenship. I got my papers with me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
She is now a
But
US
at that
citizen.
time, I didn't. So that took me a whole nother month, you know, to try to clear that up, to be like, look, I've been here.
So you was locked up an extra month?
Yeah, they took me to Jenna, Louisiana, I believe. That's where their ICE holding facility is.
Was there, who was there with you? Did you?
Nobody. It was just
You was by yourself?
Yeah. I was
just you?
No, I'm saying it was other people there, but no one I knew, and everybody spoke like Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish that fluently. So
because a lot of people was going to, you know, wherever they're going.
Wherever
mostly
they're going. Yeah, it was all just
Mexico and.
But another thing we need to talk about is when you get out of prison, that don't mean that you still don't have those shackles on you, because you got to deal with probation, supervised release, parole. And that's another whole nother experience that you got to deal with.
Taisha got some joint in her car that it started beeping like this, and then she got a blow.
I mean, yeah, my past it's still I do. Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's
great. I mean, that comes from that. I got in a situation in 2012, and here we are in 2019. And I'm still. Why are we still dealing with the same situation? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But yeah, so it's still, they still find a way to systematically keep you stressed and under the gun.
Yo, shout these girls out. They came all the way from California, all the way from California to be on my show. Watts, all the way from Watts, California.
That part right
Watts Crib. Watts Crib in the building. She came to do my show for sure. That was dope, man. I appreciate you coming all the way out here. You know, you know, they ran me raggedy. I was tired as hell. You know what I'm saying? I work nights. I don't really get no sleep. I get about 2-3 hours sleep. I'm gonna drop a bomb on Dice. Dice is doing his thing right now, and you know I don't get no sleep. And you know I took them around. I showed them, you know, the city. Like we said, we had a good time. And then today, KB came out and he took them out. He took them around. Where y'all went to Harlem today?
Yeah, we went to Jack Thriller, Party and
Jack
Bullshit.
Thriller.
Yeah, we went.
Party and Bullshit.
Met Jack Thriller, super cool guy.
Super cool.
That's for sure.
Super
great. Jack Triller. Jack Triller. Yeah, I met Jack before. He's a funny dude too.
Speaking of life after the feds, how has your transition been?
Speaking of life after the feds.
How has your transition been?
You're interviewing me now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying because you.
We killed two birds with one stone. We leaving tomorrow, so we trying to get.
I can tell you right now. What happened? I missed something. What did you say?
No, you said, are we interviewing you? I said, we leaving tomorrow, so we got to kill two birds with one stone while we here.
All right, that's cool. Well, you know, my life after the feds has been, it's been, and we're just saying life after the feds because I just came out the state. Actually, I didn't come out the feds, but I've been to the feds before. But it's been different. You know, it's been so long that everything for me is different. You know, just like when we was, you know, I didn't know my way around. I had to use GPS. I didn't know my way. I don't know my way around the Bronx anymore.
We did not know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We
my
was
way
experiencing New York together all of
right.
our lives.
All of us. Because I didn't know.
I mean, I appreciate the experience though.
Right, I didn't know. You know, we was making a lot of U-turns, and you know, even
learning.
the GPS. I was, you know, I'm still learning how to use that. And one of the other things that has really been prevalent is the communication.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the communication is so different. I'm so used to having people talk a different way and more direct that I'm learning this new language out here. There's a new language out here. It's different. And you was speaking that language yesterday. I was like, wait. You know, I need clarification. And if I don't get clarification, I think I'll be confused.
Okay, what you need clarification on?
No, I'm just saying
Just
in general.
speaking in general?
In general, like, you know, I ask a lot of questions like why. I ask that
I
a
mean,
lot.
you don't overthink the answer. I mean, sometimes you got to just not overthink the situation. Because, you, again, like I say, for you been out for a little while opposed to the stretch of time that you were locked up. So the language has definitely changed. People really don't even communicate anymore. They communicate via text,
Exactly.
Facebook, Instagram. There's no really face-to-face social contact like it used to be.
Right.
So, of course, you're used to talking one-on-one, and it's not like that. So it's not you. It's just that things done changed.
Yeah.
It means that life moves on.
Right.
Yeah,
When you
it
know what I
moves
mean?
forward.
It moves on when
Right.
you are
And
locked up.
for us, it really actually doesn't. Like when we locked up, life is moving a lot faster than we are. So
yeah.
Dice.
Hmm?
The moral story, they talking about get in line. That's what they trying to tell you.
Get in line, right?
Right.
Yeah. Get in line. I like that. It was something else you
What
said
about
yesterday.
you, Kenny? How has your life been after the
Sweet.
Man,
His life
it's
has
been
been
good.
sweet. Tell the
I
truth.
struggled coming out, man. I started working at a little laundry factory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then after that, I came up back to Mount Vernon. And I see my homegirl. She's like, "You working?" I was like, "Yeah, but I don't like the job."
Yeah.
She said, "I got something for you. Come see me." So when I came back to see her, I filled the application. She's like, "They looking for somebody to work on a garbage truck." I said,
Wow.
"Oh yeah, I do that."
Yeah. See,
Sweet.
that's what I mean by real resources now. I'm sure probation and a halfway house and all of them booklets and pamphlets and stuff they gave you didn't lead to that.
No.
We talking about real resources. Had he not come back home and dealt with people that he knew, contact real people face to face, then you'd probably still be chasing your tail right now.
It's really unfortunate that happens to a lot of people. When I first got out, I went to like a lot of interviews. Like I had my ankle brace, trying to cover it up and shit. Got a bill to pay on this, and I ain't even got no money coming in.
Wow.
So I feel it is a setback. And I would go and people would love me, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're so great." And once you do that background check and it come back, guess what? You ain't got that job.
Right.
But is it different from there to here? 'Cause
No.
do y'all pay for your bed out there in LA?
Yeah, they do charge.
Oh, yeah, they charge you for parole?
Yeah,
They
they charge
charge.
you for that.
And also, like she said, with jobs, I done been hired and fired all in the same breath. I'm like, wait a minute. Like she said, like,
As soon
oh,
as
we
you
was
do that.
good, and then like, well, I got this. Well, no, I'm sorry. Why are you sorry now? Like, what happened between these just from this moment to that one?
Yeah, is your
So
criminal
I'm
history?
just my criminal history. So
Yeah.
I had to create a way. You know,
Tell us a little bit, because in order to have a docuseries, right, you had to really experience it. You can't really talk about it if you ain't live it. So
Right.
tell us a little about criminal history, like
my criminal history is very extensive. Me growing up in Watts, and at the time that I did, crime was of the norm. It was normal. I didn't know that it was abnormal, that the world really didn't see life like that. But
Right.
I experienced jail from as early on as 12 years old. Going out, doing robberies, which I didn't think I was robbing nobody. I was just taking something that I felt like I wanted to.
You were doing what
No,
you
no, I was
doing.
doing with it. I was doing with it. What
you knew.
what I had to do at the time. I sold drugs, and I went to federal prison for selling drugs.
Yeah.
And when I was selling drugs, I really didn't see the impact of me selling the drugs because I wasn't around the people who was using it. I was just getting
Around
them.
hustlers.
I was just around hustlers getting money, so I didn't see that. I was a part of the poison that was in the community.
You can see it now, right? When you see these youngsters
When
coming
I
up,
can
right?
definitely see it now. I'm like, damn, like, yeah, it's horrible.
But it's never a situation until it get to the next generation era.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, and that's where you see it at, and you know, you see these youngsters out here. They the product of, you know, a lot of stuff that me included
Yeah.
did when we was younger. You know.
So I just want to be a part of the rebuilding and the restoration of my community.
That's dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I want to really give back and help
To
change.
watch. You mean
to
watch?
definitely to watch in the rest of the
Just
world.
overall, whoever we can reach to help, I feel like we are able to help them. We
Right.
will.
From New York, from California, all the way to New York.
Right.
Yes, yes.
And y'all making
Huh?
connections all the way around. So give us some more about Life After the Feds. Like how is it filming, you know, Life
Right
After
now,
the Feds?
it's very interesting. We're in production right now, and I get to hear a lot of different stories. At the end of the day, we all can relate to each other, but it's so many different stories on how they led to prison.
Right.
And then what they're going through after the fact. And what really makes me happy is that I've met a lot of people who are doing really, really big things.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, we all were entrepreneurs and we was running corporations, whether it was gang banging, drug selling, whatever organization you was doing in the life of crime, we all had the mentality to run a business.
Right.
So now the people that I'm dealing with, we're dealing with Life After the Feds, we're still running a business. We're entrepreneurs and we have the mentality to really run a huge corporation because we done already did it. It's just in a different form
I
now.
said that last week that
Yeah.
you know, drug dealers are businessmen.
CEOs.
They are, for sure. They are, you know, the product that they're selling is illegal, but they're businessmen. It's their product. They're, you know, wholesale retail.
Yeah, right.
For sure. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about working double shifts.
Double shifts.
Yeah, you definitely work double shifts. So
For
we
sure.
trained in this field of entrepreneurship and CEO-ness and CFOs. We know what to do.
Right.
So I'm glad that I just see a lot of and you guys will get to see that once the docuseries come out. You'll get to see all of the different individuals and their stories, where what led up to them doing it, and what such an amazing job they're doing afterwards.
Lollipop Fitness. Shout out to Lollipop Fitness.
Definitely
You know
shout
what I'm
out to
saying? She
Lollipop
couldn't make it
Fitness.
here, but shout out to Lollipop Fitness if you watching. What's good? You know. And anybody else? Oh my God! Wait! Before I go on, there was somebody else up here that came up here with them, and I want to shout him out. My boy E.
Yes, E.
E was here. Shout out to E
Shout
from
out
New
to-
Orleans.
From New Orleans.
Yeah, he came up Friday, and you know I had the opportunity to hang out with him. Took him around, took him on a little tour before the ladies came, and he's a super duper cool dude. Shout out to E, man, if you watching, man. Shout you out.
Yeah,
Hope
doing
you had a
big
good
things.
time, champ.
Yeah,
You
he had
heard
to-
me.
He had
me?
to get back to business. You
You
know what I
heard
mean?
me.
Get back to business because he's an entrepreneur. So
You heard me.
you know. You
Yeah,
heard.
he killed me with that. He like, he kept saying, "You heard me."
You heard me.
New Orleans,
You heard me.
New Orleans in the building.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Right, and you know the funny thing about E, he stopped and talked to a lot of people in
Yeah.
New York. He was just, you know, he's one of those guys that want to stop and talk to you. You know.
I mean, because once you spend a lot of your life behind a wall, and when you come out and you really change mentally, you realize that you have not seen the world.
Yeah.
So you have to go out there and experience different people, different cultures, and
Mhm.
you know what I mean? It's important.
If you want to ask the ladies some questions, you can always call. The number's
Yeah,
right
y'all can
above
call
there. The
in.
number is 718-705-4959 or 914-968-6499. I'm going to say it again. 718-709-0705.
Definitely call in.
Wait, you said, wait, hold on. No.
705.
He's saying the number.
Go ahead, tell them the number, Miss
Okay,
Teddy.
it's 718-705-4959 or 914-968-6499.
You said it too fast.
They got that.
But you got it. Just look on the top of your screen. You see the number if you want to ask the ladies a question.
Call
Like
in.
what? So tell us, like,
Let
people
me-
want to know
I
what are you
think-
doing
hold-
now?
hold-
What are you
hold-
doing?
One
No,
second
what-
before
what-
we
what are you doing?
transition.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take the wheel real quick.
Okay.
One thing that I did want to touch on, of course, Life After the Feds, Life After Foundation, we want to always encourage people to be doing their best at whatever it is that they're able to do.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I feel like some people may get the impression that they're comparing their life after the feds to, like, it's this big, oh, we need to be doing this or doing that. No one is the same. Everybody's life after the feds is different.
Right.
So,
you know, to the individual that's just getting out, that don't have shit, don't feel like, you know, it's out of reach, or that somebody can't help you, or, you know, come and, you know, try to lead you the right way and lead you to the right resources and things like that. It's not like, because people get intimidated by that.
By what?
They just seeing you and you doing good and they not.
No,
you know
but that's the thing, because everybody here on this panel right here, we didn't come out to, I mean, you came out with a whole bunch of money. We just saying it's a struggle.
No, I'm saying it is a struggle, but sometimes, I mean, we've experienced this before, where someone who's not probably on the same level, you know, where we are right now, they get discouraged.
We got a phone call, girls.
Okay.
And gentlemen,
9110.
yo, Patrick,
what up, Dice?
State your name and your claim. Who is this? Talk to me.
Dice, the C-Wad.
Who?
This is Crystal.
Crystal. The Crystal. What's up, Crystal? Shout out to the Crystal in the building. Drop a bomb on the Crystals. What's up, Crystal? Talk to me. You got a question for me or the ladies? What's going on?
So, listen, I got a question. So, what have the girls been doing since they've been home as far as helping the people in the community? Because I know that they said that, you know, they came home. There's women that don't have, you know, things going on for themselves, trying to reconnect people to their families and stuff like that. What have they done in Watts or in South Central to help their community?
That's a good question.
Well, what we're currently doing, actually starting next month, we offer a ride share service to take people to the prisons to go see their family that's locked up. And also we're putting together a community festival. It's called Unite the Hood Festival, and that's going to be happening in September in Watts, California, at Ted Watkins Park. So that's what we're doing, and we're also currently, we have connected to a halfway house over there in South Central Los Angeles, where we're going to be giving care packs to the men and women there to make sure they have basic necessities for as hygienes and toiletries, all that type of stuff.
So you're pretty much putting it together right now. You're putting it together. All right.
Yeah. So if anybody out there want to donate, please go to www.lifeafter.org and you can drop a donation so that we can get this cause going.
And that's Lyfe with a Y, L-Y.
Let me tell you about the crystals. This one, the crystals that's on the phone, man. She was by my job one day and almost she wanted to work there for free. Just volunteered.
Shout out to Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal was no joke when it comes to that.
Thank you for calling and asking that very important
question.
Shout
out to you, Crystals.
Yeah.
Get to work.
Thank you. But I'll be at LA on the 15th, June 15th. So
okay, you gotta link up with us. Make sure you. Yeah, we gonna link up.
Link it up.
Definitely.
We got you.
All right, later. Thank you, Crystals.
What's up?
Yeah. So.
Okay, I will. Yeah.
Well, you will. You will what?
I was a viewer.
What? You had your brain on speakerphone.
No. Okay.
Right.
I was looking at my Facebook Live and they was
engaging
with the people, with the viewers.
That's right. Interaction.
You still got love, no.
Which what?
Southern Taco.
Oh, also that. Excuse me. My life after the feds. So.
Wait. We're gonna get into this. She has
transitioning.
No, wait. She was about to her life after the feds. She was about to go in. I know where she's about to go.
I'm definitely going in.
I know where you're about to go. Okay. You ready to go there right now?
I'm ready to go there.
All right. Well, tell them about the tacos.
Okay, so my life after the feds. I am a chef. So I have currently my catering business. Yes.
Shout out to JB James Brown
Southern
III.
Taco. You know, look me up. Southern Taco. www.southerntacoinc.com. Since I've been home, I've done the Taste of Soul. I was featured in an article with the Sentinel because I did that when I first got home, and that was a big experience for me because I remember being inside a prison, and that was one of the things on my to-do list. Like, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna do this, and when the date came for me to do it, it was just such an anxiety because it was such a huge platform. Like, you talking about over 300,000 people. So yeah, it was an experience, but I got through it. I did it. I accomplished that goal. You know what I mean? And I do catering. I've done celebrity catering, and my business is building. I mean, I'm not really big because, you know, I'm still building it up, but I'm doing it. You gotta just keep
make
saying,
tacos.
it's more than a taco. Understand that. Okay.
Check. She checked you.
It's more than a taco. I mean, I'm definitely
tacos.
a chef. You know, those out there who know me know I gets down in the kitchen.
JB.
And you know, Dice, I do promise you one of these days
You gonna make a
I'm gonna sit
taco.
you at the table. Yeah, I'm gonna get you a taco and whatever else. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Just give me the menu.
All right, I'm gonna go for that. You know,
And also, let's talk about Teddy B. What you got going on?
I was waiting.
wait.
You
All
know.
right, she. We gonna segue. We're gonna transition. I got the pivots and the transitions. All right,
She
you
tried to
sit
take
over there.
over, take over.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, that's right. So Teddy B. Hey, Cruz, hit that 2 cents with Teddy B because this is the comedian.
Yeah, I'm
You
a
see that?
comedian. Y'all think I'm
She's
funny,
a comedian,
right?
and she got the comedy part going on,
Right.
Comedy Central.
So,
You
yeah,
know?
yes.
Look,
there we
that's
go.
it right
There we
there.
go.
2 cents with Teddy B.
Teddy B.
Coming soon. That's the podcast, right?
Yeah, no, actually, I'm gonna be doing. Settle down, people. I'm saying. Actually, I'm gonna start off doing it on like a YouTube channel, which is Teddy B. I actually was on a podcast previously with a few friends of mine. It was called Lipstick on the Walls, and it was
Lipstick
really
on the
good.
Wall.
You know, it was on the Apple Podcast app. We have a few episodes on there, but I just kind of wanted to branch out and do my own thing. Nothing against, anybody. I just kind of, I want my
You wanna do
platform
your
to
own
do,
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want, so I wanted to do that. And, I'm very funny, so
Yeah, she
I
is.
always get
Crack
that.
the
And I have
cycle.
like a really great personality. I love talking to people. I'm a conversationalist. So it's going to be 2 cents with Teddy B. We're going to be talking about love, sex, relationships, life as we know it or we think we know it. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
That's a phone call.
Okay.
Shout it out. State your name and your claim. Hello?
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 Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's your name, caller?
What's up?
What's up?
Whitney.
Whitney.
Hi,
What's
Whitney.
going on? Shout out to Whitney.
What up,
Whitney in the building. What's going on?
What's up, y'all? So I'm just watching the show, but I wanted to shout out to the ladies for what they're doing, life
Thank you.
outside or life after what they have gone through. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because, you're a blessing for everybody. You're a blessing for those who are still, dealing with that,
Right.
the circumstance, and knowing that there is life after.
Right.
And the fact that you are moving into a direction where you give it back to the community and you setting yourselves up, creating legacy. And life is never, life is not over.
Right.
So I just want to shout out to, I love when, women are doing their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you
I
so
really
much. I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
Hold on.
Just wanted to give y'all a shout out.
You just like when women are doing their thing. We got some
Hey,
men.
I mean,
hey,
women,
just-
we gotta
Oh, I
support
love
each
when the
other.
man, come on now, but I got to represent.
Right, it's not about the men right
Represent for us.
now.
It's not about y'all right
Women
now.
empowerment.
Women
You know
empowering
what I'm
women.
Women empowerment.
Anyway, thanks a lot,
Yo,
Whitney,
Cruz.
for giving
Yeah.
us
Take
some
those
Cruz.
sound effects away from that. All right, but I just want to give a shout out to
Hey,
y'all.
thank you for
Thank you.
calling.
Appreciate
Whitney.
it.
Appreciate you.
All right.
For sure.
Okay.
Shout out to
Good.
Whitney Smith. Place to go. All the way from Watts, California. And what part of Cali you from, girl?
I'm from South. I'm from
South
LA.
Central
I
LA.
went
South
to
Central.
Watts.
Baldwin Hills Elementary, Dorsey High School.
Dorsey
you know what
High
I'm saying,
School. Mhm.
Over there,
Dorsey,
LeBron, LBG,
Crenshaw,
LeBron,
the marathon.
They know what's
The
going on.
marathon definitely
Continues.
continues.
And and on a serious note, like yo was out there in lieu of the Nipsey Hussle. Like,
Yeah,
tell me about the
absolutely.
vibe that was in California, especially when everybody was like uniting and
I just got chills. Huh?
Yeah, I just felt like you can really feel that the community was really mourning for this man. You know
Right.
what I mean? It was like, I mean, I can't even put it into words at this point, but it was people over there by where his shop. I mean, it was like it was a parade or something.
We
Like it
suffered
was
a
just
great loss.
it was
because-
just so many people. He just inspired so many people, even people that didn't know him personally.
For
I mean,
sure.
I didn't know him personally, but I've seen him selling CDs back in the days over there at the gas station on Crenshaw.
Oh, you seen him selling
Yeah,
CDs?
my
Wow.
family.
He actually used to date my cousin, and he knows my cousins personally. They did a lot of
Yeah.
business with the music and stuff.
Is he
together.
from your neighborhood? Like,
No,
is that
he-
near?
No, he's
no,
from
he
he's
from
60s.
he's from 60s. He's from neighborhood. Though.
60 is what? Like that's in Compton, right?
No, it's in South Central.
South Central.
It's the Rolling
Yeah,
60s.
but
Rolling 60s. I've heard
reason
of
why
that.
his loss was such a big impact because he was a product of his community, and then his community started to become a product of him. Meaning that he went from, you know, a really true struggle, being down and out, really having no hope, to creating his own hope,
Right.
and then taking that and creating hope for his community, the children, his homies, other homies, peoples from other hoods. You know, he collaborated with so many different people, and it made a big difference. The boy was doing big things. You know,
Right.
self-motivated, self-taught.
His store was in Compton, right?
No,
it
in
was
South
in
Central.
It's in South Central. I'm sorry.
Well, right off of Crenshaw's Lawson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
And-
he got killed at, right
Where he
there.
got killed at.
Right, and Watts is where? Watts is in.
It's east of that.
Yeah,
It's
east
east.
of that.
Yeah.
Okay, and all right, and South
Yeah.
Central is obviously where you're from. All right, cool.
So yeah, he definitely. But another thing, in light of that, his death also brought in life, because it really shows that it has to stop. All of the violence and the hatred towards one another, we have to stop it, because this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we lose a big part of ourselves.
Right.
It's really unfortunate
Well,
that
as you know, as being in, I don't know if you're active or not, but as you know, being involved, how was like your homies? Did they all felt the same way? Was it
Every hood, every person with a heart and decency felt it.
Right.
Whether it was
a
enemy
Crip
or
or
not.
Blood
You know
or
what I mean?
whoever, anybody.
We felt it.
Well, how long you think it's gonna last?
it's still it's
gonna last.
Hope it lasts forever, right?
As long as we put the work in, it'll last.
Right.
You know what I mean? As long as we continue to fight and to continue keep the marathon going, the
marathon
marathon
continues, right.
with people such as myself and other people in that area that comes from that background, and show the positive change. Give the kids a blueprint, a map, a
Right.
roadmap to
Right.
how to do this. You know what I mean?
sure.
So they look up to us.
Hustle and motivate.
Hustle and motivate. You couldn't have said
Mhm.
anything better.
Hustle and motivate. You got to give that. That's a learned behavior.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely a learned behavior, and it's contagious, because it's catching on. Like I'm starting to hear a lot about. I'm hearing this word a lot. Generational wealth. I'm starting to hear this a lot. I don't know if people know what it means, but they're saying it, and that's a start. And you know, maybe they'll define it for themselves, and you know, they'll start practicing that, saving something, trying to own something, and you know,
something that's gonna last beyond you.
Right.
When you're not here, is you know, your family, your kids, are
Legacy.
they gonna be all right? Their kids gonna be all right? You know,
Yeah.
something to start off with.
That's why. That's why I love the Game of Thrones, man. I mean, I don't want to go off track, but Game of Thrones. Taisha don't watch TV, so
No, one thing I want to
She
say
don't know
is
don't watch
one
TV
thing
at
I
all.
want to say, and reason
Right.
why this show is important, people, is really important that you guys follow it, that you share it, that you spread the word, is because we don't have, like, the media, they don't highlight the success. There is a lot of success stories. I mean, they don't show it. They do not show us what people are really doing positive until something like that happened. Nobody really knew the extent of what this man was doing around the world.
right.
So we have to highlight the good things that we're doing.
Our
Our
community is
community
doing.
need to see that, as opposed to just the negativity that be on the news, the TV shows that they present. They show us like they show us in a degrading manner, and we're really not like that.
Right.
Well, then we got to stop giving them these images to show. We got
Exactly.
to start portraying the image that we want people to see of us. So
Exactly. That's what Life After the Feds is about.
that's what
why
Life
we're
After
here.
the Feds is about.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us a
absolutely.
joke. You a comedian. You said you're a comedian.
I'm not on
Put
call. Okay.
You on
Tune
comedian.
in.
Wait.
Tune in.
Everybody. Shh. Shh. Teddy B is about to tell us a joke.
One time and I'm look, I ain't this. We here. Let me tell you.
She's a naturalist. She's just
Yeah, I'm not like, you know how some people are good, like they're a comedian, they're funny, but they're not
Right.
good at stand up. They're more good on like just, you know, and then some people that are good
Teddy
on the
B.
show are not good. You know I'm
Teddy
funny.
B, oh, you
Ted,
down
I
to
feel
earth.
like you shooting it. I mean,
You
what's
down to
going on
earth.
with you, Dice
Shooting
Dills?
Huh?
Yeah, he
I
shooting
ain't
shade, throwing
I ain't
shade.
I ain't throwing no shade. I'm just, Teddy
I know.
B is
You
breaking
know,
in.
let
to
me
the
just
business
say
and,
that Dice feels he off. Let me tell you. Let's talk about who's a comedian, okay?
Okay. All
Since we
right.
talk about comedians
All right.
now,
All right.
okay?
All right. You got it.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
it, Dice
Yeah,
Dills.
she got it. Man. I'm so grateful that y'all came here, and I really enjoyed your company.
Thank you. Likewise.
Hustle and motivate.
Hustle and motivate.
You know, we went around, you know, and once again, shout out to E.
Yeah.
E was with us too, you know, and he was very patient.
Very patient,
He was very patient, and KB came through the day. I appreciate that. And to my man, Kid J, even though Kid J, then he said he was going to do something, he ain't do it, but, you know, he's intentional.
What's going on? What he didn't do?
I said my boy Kid J, not Kenny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See?
Kenny did his thing. He came through.
She came
Kenny
looking,
did
talking about
his
what he
thing.
do.
Yeah, he came through, and then he gave me
You know,
2 hours sleep.
I want to thank, you know, both of you gentlemen. You know, you guys have definitely, you know, just took the wheel with us.
She said gentlemen.
Yes, definitely some gentlemen.
I'm going to address you as such.
That's
I feel
right.
like I tell people now, you have to speak positivity into, you know, into individuals, into your relationship, into your kids, into just overall. You know, I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I have my days where I may slip back into some other stuff, but I slip back out of it real quick.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to be more of on a positive note with things. Like I said, in all aspects of my life, whether it's with my kids. I don't like to talk to my kids just crazy. You know, I mean, I like to, you can explain people what the issue is and get it resolved without being just negative and demeaning, or, you know what I mean? So,
and I'm gonna tell you the truth.
You get a better outcome like
what
that.
I learned from these ladies, that both of them are, you know, they're definitely about positive energy.
Definitely.
You know, no negativity, no negative behavior.
No negative behavior.
They're definitely about
No
positive
negative
energy.
behavior.
You know, they just got this vibe that attract more people, and that's what led them here to my show, and that's what's going to take them even further, because they have this energy that's motivating them, got the wind behind their back.
Again, thank you
pushing
for the
them forward.
opportunity.
Oh, we got another call.
We got a
another
call.
We lit today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I'd like to make a comment.
Hold on. I know that voice.
You know that voice?
I know your voice. I know that voice
I
all
know
my
the
life.
I think
It's
I
Mama Love. Mama Love. What's happening? Go
Hey,
ahead.
what's going on?
Yeah, everything's fine. Shout out to
Okay.
Mama Love. You want to ask the ladies a question?
Yeah, I want to make a comment about
Go ahead.
how successful they have become since they've come home,
Right.
and that they have positive thoughts. And I just want to commend them on what they're
Thank you
doing.
so much.
Mama Love.
I
You got
really
it.
Yeah,
appreciate
and
that.
what he's doing, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Shout out to Mama Love.
For
I'm sorry
sure.
we didn't get a chance to
God
meet.
bless y'all, and have a safe trip back home.
Thank
All right.
you
Thank you so much.
All
I
right.
really
Okay,
appreciate
you're welcome.
that.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You know, when I hear people, I'm not saying that I do anything for people to, you know, acknowledge it, but it does feel good at times when people can
Yeah.
appreciate the positive things
Right.
that you're doing. Like you said, highlight those things. Don't, you know, when I get famous, y'all don't be trying to pull out old videos. Don't be trying to come up with the old videos on me.
I would definitely pull
Throwback
this one out.
Thursdays back in the
For
days.
sure.
You know, highlight the good.
For sure.
Highlight the good that I'm doing right now. We
Right.
ain't, we don't want to
And
live in the past.
Thanks,
Oh, yeah, I
thanks
got what
for
you're
the
saying.
platform.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times too, these moments and these opportunities, there's nothing too small or too big. As long as we able to get our voice out there, that's why we appreciate you so much, Dice, for giving us this platform.
Give myself a round of applause.
Yes, please, for real. Because we wouldn't be in New
Drop a
York
bomb
right
on
now,
me.
you know. So what the Dice did.
Round of applause.
Hey, just
Drop a bomb
remember,
on me.
when you do get big, always come back.
Always
I'm
come back.
always coming back.
You better come back.
You
You better come back. You better have a joke with you when you come back too. Next time you come
I
back.
got a joke in my back pocket for you.
For sure.
But,
Hey, shout out that dude. Hit the website again, cause
Oh, let me slip. I got
Got
you.
you.
Okay, I got this. So, if you guys want to check out our website, it's www.lifeafter.org, and that's life with a Y. So lifeafter.org, and you know y'all can go follow me on my Instagram.
Shout it out.
It's Teddy B. It's TEDDYBEE. And Life After the Feds, you can go follow us on that.
Life
For
after
sure.
the feds with a Y, not an I. It's a new beginning.
Yes, new
and,
beginning.
And shout out your gram too.
That's it. Life After the Feds.
Kenny?
You don't want to put your gram out
That
there?
is my gram. Life after the
Yeah.
feds.
Oh, Life After.
The
Oh, that's right.
Facebook
The
and
CEO.
Instagram. Yeah.
That's right. So she's in charge of that. Life After the Feds.
CFO. And I'm like,
CFO,
no, you know what I'm saying? They be a CEO. I'm right. You know.
The
I heard
executive
it-
creative producer, that is
Yes,
me.
yes,
Huntsman.
yes.
Miss Huntsman, I should say. Y'all can follow me, Taisha Huntsman, at Life After the Feds.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
That's super dope. Kenny, you want to shout anything out?
No.
DPW.
Double in the building.
He's such a cool, calm, collected
shout out to
dude.
my man, Big Dice, man.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing,
KB,
man. I'm proud of you,
thank
man.
you, man. I appreciate it, man.
Well,
I know Butler a long time, man. I know Kenny a very, very, very. We go way back. Y'all just don't know. We go way back. You
Well,
know.
I'm glad y'all went way back and now y'all right here in the present.
To the whole Butler family, man. Shout out to the whole Butler family.
Yeah,
you know what
shout
I
out
mean?
to
I
the
know.
Butler
For
family.
sure.
And I shout out these two gentle ladies
Yeah.
for doing their thing.
Yeah.
Definitely for doing their thing. They are doing their thing. They got some momentum going. You know, if you check out their gram, you see them. They all over California, Houston.
Everywhere.
They done made their way around.
Yeah,
they here in New
We're
York
gonna be in
now.
New Orleans. We got a
New
lot of
Orleans.
upcoming
Check us
events.
out on June 7th on Dash Radio with
June
Tag
7th.
2 and the crew.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yo, I was in Houston not too long
Yes,
ago.
we-
Yes,
in
we was
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah.
We're actually going back to Houston in August. We're going to Houston and Dallas. So
Okay.
just keep an eye out for us. We're definitely making moves.
All right.
And again, if you want to donate, check out the website.
Make sure you go
And
to the website.
I got a question because we had the camera out this weekend and things like that. And they saw. Am I going to be on the show?
Absolutely. We came out here to capture you.
Okay.
I'm reconsidering that. I'm
on
thinking
the
about
show.
cutting you all this joke you talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We might have to edit you
Oh
out.
man, that's crazy.
We might have to edit Dice out.
Oh man.
Nah, don't do that.
Nah, don't do that to me. You know.
And it's your life after this. Everybody's life after.
Everybody's life
Shout out
after.
to Miss CEO over here, Miss Huntsman, for even her, coming
My
up with
creative
this.
thoughts.
Yeah, yes, your creative
And
thoughts.
shout out to your girl too. Your girl that didn't make it here.
Yeah, shout out to Lollipop.
Fitness. Also, shout out to my girl Chocolate, the
Miss
braid.
Chocolate. Oh,
Yeah.
Chocolate Bomber. Miss Chocolate.
Yeah.
Miss Chocolate didn't make it. She doing hair, right? That's what she at. She's somewhere doing hair.
And she is.
Okay.
She's going through her life after the feds.
Life
And
after the
I
feds.
don't know if she watching or anything today, but Chocolate, we here to support you as well.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
whatever it is that you're going through, we here to
got
support
you.
you. We got you.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we in this for the long haul.
Yes.
That's dope. That's super
what's
dope,
up.
man. I'm so
Yes.
happy for y'all to be here, man. Make sure you share this. Like it, share it. So we could get that message out.
Right.
Life After the Feds, the docu-series is coming soon. What's the name of the tacos again?
Southern Taco.
Southern Taco is coming soon.
No,
Is that
Southern Taco is here.
Southern Tacos is
Southern
here.
Taco Inc.
But what is Taco?
www.southerntacoinc.com. Check me out. You can see everything there. Everything you
Who's
need
making
to know.
these tacos?
Yours truly,
Okay.
Miss Huntsman.
All right, so next time I come back, I'm gonna tell you about how good these tacos. As soon as she give me one, I'm gonna tell
Y'all
you.
better
And
let
I don't
'em
like
know out
tacos.
there, Cali.
I don't
Let
like
'em know.
tacos. I don't like tacos.
gonna like
but
'em
I'm
after that.
I'm gonna try her taco.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we're about to get out of here soon. So if y'all want to shout anybody out, or if anything you want to plug, you know what I'm saying? Cracking Ass Key. I'm just shout out to-
Shout out to the homegirl, Cracking Ass Key, Keisha.
Cracking Ass Key.
We see you. I got a shirt for you, girl. You can twerk in that.
She gonna twerk in it.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
just shout out to everybody, my family, all that Cali family that has been showing us a lot of love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We still out here struggling too. We still got 9 to 5s. I got to go to work. I'm missing work to
Me
be
too.
here. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an investment
Right.
in yourself. I
Right.
feel like that's the biggest investment I could have ever did.
Mhm.
If I'm gonna spend 9 to 5 at a job, why I can't spend the same amount of time into myself?
Right.
you
Shout
know?
out Fidel and
Stacey.
Oh yeah,
Stacy, because
definitely
Stacey,
the
yeah.
fashion show.
Yes.
Yes.
Word,
yes,
they
yes.
embrace
And
y'all
shout
too.
out
They was
to
part of
No
your trip.
More Locked Doors
Yes.
with
Yeah.
Chino Mike doing
Chino
real
Mike
big things.
out there in
Also,
Pomona.
shout out From Wrong to Strong doing gigantic things. Y'all look them up on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, Chino Mike got a
Chino Mike,
no more locked doors.
No More Locked
Yes,
Doors.
he was.
Absolutely.
I was talking
Okay.
to him, and he was telling us when he was locked up, he was in a welding program
Mm-hmm.
and came out and created a accredited welding program for him to teach.
Now he has a contract
Yes.
with the union
To
Right.
hire
So-
individuals.
No, yeah, that's dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Marine
really
welding
good. Them is them
and
real
things like that.
real resources that
Trades.
Life After gonna provide
Trades.
y'all with. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to shout out to Blaze Radio and my man DB Sharp. Sorry I couldn't get with y'all this weekend. And once again, I want to shout out to the ladies for coming. I really enjoyed your company. It was
Thank
well
you,
received.
thank
I appreciate y'all for coming. My man KB for pulling through.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And
Appreciate you for having me.
for everybody that's watching and calling, I want to thank you for showing up here. You could have been anywhere else, but you spent your time with me.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that. A round of applause for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, just remember, it's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble, for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
And you can check us out on No Negative Behavior Instagram, No Negative Behavior on Facebook or DiceDale, Have a safe Memorial Day next weekend. We won't be here, but have a safe Memorial Day. Drive safely, y'all. Peace. We out of here.